Teleportation, science fiction or future science. A video to fall asleep to. Part 1. The door that isn't there. Good evening, dear listener. Take a moment now. Let your body grow still. Let your breath soften and your thoughts begin to stretch. Light and slow, like ripples across a quiet sea. Tonight we explore something often imagined, but rarely questioned too deeply. Teleportation. The idea that one moment you're here and the next you're somewhere else. No plane, no road, no time between, just a shift. Like turning a page in a book and finding yourself inside a new chapter. It's the kind of thing we see in science fiction, in stories about future tech, or alien worlds, or wizards with glowing eyes. But what if it's not just fiction? What if teleportation, the instant relocation of matter or consciousness, isn't a fantasy, but a science we haven't quite understood? You see, at the quantum level, particles behave in strange ways. They can appear in one place, and then suddenly, without passing through the space between, show up somewhere else. It's been observed. Repeated, real, tiny particles, jumping space, and the question, soft and strange, begins to form. If particles can do it, why not us? What separates our bodies from theirs? Is it just scale or belief? Tonight we don't need answers, we only need imagination. So as your eyes grow heavy and your mind begins to float, picture this: a doorway you've never seen, a place you've never been, and the feeling, quiet and warm, that maybe distance is not what you thought it was. Part 2. The body as light. Welcome back. You're deeper now, drifting, breathing slow, as if your whole self is made of mist and calm. Let's keep floating. If teleportation were real, how could it work? Not in theory, but in you. What would it take to disappear from one place and reappear in another? Some say it begins with understanding that we are not solid, not truly. Your body feels firm, but at the smallest level, you are mostly space. Particles, energy, vibration, a field, not a thing. So what if the key to teleportation is not moving the body, but shifting the pattern, not dragging the atoms from one place to the next, but copying the design, sending the information like light or thought? Imagine yourself as a signal, a frequency, a code. Now imagine that code transmitted to another place, and there it rebuilds you. Same pattern, same light, same self. Not a copy, but a continuation. It sounds strange, even impossible, but the truth is, you're already doing it. Every night you fall asleep, you vanish into darkness and reappear in dreams, in memory, in imagination. Tiny moments of invisible movement that feel just as real. So tonight as you rest, let yourself imagine the edges of your body softening, not disappearing, just loosening, becoming more like a signal, more like a whisper of light. Maybe teleportation isn't travel. Maybe it's remembering that you were never stuck in one place to begin with. Part 3. The mind that moves first. Welcome back. You're quiet now, soft as light, held gently in the space between thought and sleep. Let's go further. So far we've wondered about moving the body. But what if the first thing to move is the mind? Some believe that consciousness can go where the body cannot. Long before technology, there were stories of mystics, monks, prophets, who closed their eyes and found themselves somewhere else, not dreaming, not imagining, but actually present, in a different space. Aware, awake, transported. Could that be the earliest form of teleportation? Not with machines, but with intention. Because if the mind is not bound by space, if it is, in fact, the thing that moves between, then maybe it already knows how to travel. Not in a flash of light, not with a hum of power, but with silence, stillness, focus. Have you ever felt yourself suddenly in a memory, so vividly that your body responded? Have you ever walked through a place you'd never seen before and felt, I've been here? What if teleportation is not only physical? What if it begins with attention, with the mind gently stretching toward another place, and the body simply following? So tonight, let your mind move first. Pick a place, a feeling, a world, and let yourself arrive. No effort, no rules, just presence, like a soft breath, across a vast and curious sky. Part 4. Portals. We walk past. Welcome back. You're weightless now, held gently in the quiet space between seconds. Let's pause here and ask a softer question. What if teleportation already exists, but we don't recognize it? Not because it's hidden, but because it looks ordinary. Maybe there are places in the world where the air feels different, where time bends slightly, where distance seems to fade. Places where, for a moment, you feel like you're somewhere else. You step into a room, and suddenly you're remembering a different life. You pass under an arch and feel like you've changed. Maybe these aren't just feelings. Maybe they're thresholds, soft openings, subtle doors, folds in reality that open for just long enough to let something pass through, not with noise, not with light, but with quiet permission. And maybe the key is not force, but attention. A willingness to pause, to listen, to notice. Because the world is full of strange places, thin places, and perhaps teleportation is less about technology and more about noticing. When the world invites you to step across, so tonight, as you rest, let your imagination walk through doorways, into forests, across reflections in still water, not to escape, but to arrive in places that already wait for you. Part 5. Already there. Welcome back, dear listener. This is the final stretch, the last few minutes, before sleep fully carries you. So now we ask one last question. What if teleportation doesn't mean going anywhere at all? What if it's not about movement, but realization? That every place you've ever dreamed of, every world, every time, every version of yourself already exists, not in the distance, but right beside you. And what moves is not the body, or even the mind, but your awareness. Like shifting the focus of a lens, like tuning into a station that was already playing. You don't need to build anything. You don't need to unlock some code. You just have to notice that you are always one breath away from somewhere new, that the edge between here and there is thinner than a thought, And when you realize this, you've already arrived. You are not waiting. You are not trapped. You are already standing in every version of the universe you can imagine. So tonight, as your body sinks into sleep and your thoughts grow soft, let yourself arrive in a place you've never seen, but somehow already know. Let it welcome you. Let it hold you, and let it remind you you never had to travel far, because you've always had. The key. Good night, traveler. Wherever you are home.